Well, CSD was one of the first think tanks to be established in Bulgaria after the fall of communism in 1989. So it was basically a group of enthusiasts that came together to try to help the country do quicker transition to market economy and democracy. So that is why, they saw the example in the US where you have a lot of think tanks, a lot of civil society organizations that did not exist in Bulgaria until 1989. Bulgaria didn't have any democratic traditions, and surprisingly to many, no market economy institutions at all. So we didn't have, for example, a commercial code. We didn't have any tax laws because everything was state-owned. So CSD, the founding fathers of CSD saw an opportunity to both help the country on its transition, but also leverage their own knowledge, learn new skills, and so on and so forth. So in a way, if I have to put it directly, it was an effort to kind of help the country make transition to democracy and market economy faster. I'm an economist, so I believe in numbers. But at the same time, I've seen the over-reliance on modeling numbers in the 70s, 80s, 90s. That is now, I've seen the debate on GDP, whether it's the best, whether we should measure happiness, environment, whatever, yeah. So, but I believe we're in we focus on governance, we focus on concentration of power, and I think this is a critical element of democracy. True democracies do not allow concentration of power in one person, one party, one community, because this is what it's all about, The old saying, power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely, is what we are after. So what we design, and this is very difficult to do, but it's not impossible, and it has to always be linked to practical examples, to everyday life. What we design is measures to monitor corruption, concentration of power, capturing of regulatory institutions, capturing of policies, capturing of whole states that we have seen, and this is not easy. But the thing is that you always have to check reality. I would say, there are different, usually the questions we get and the challenges we get from the governments and from everybody else is, how do you know you're legitimate? What you say, how do you know it's of concern, and so on and so forth. So you have to pick those issues that you truly believe are issues of your society, of your people of the day. Secondly, you have to always be rely on methods, research, investigation that you believe in. So the quality and your own internal quality of research, quality of investigation, quality of what you do, and integrity is your best visiting card for the outside world. So you have to excel in all of these areas, in particular like us. For example, if you want to work in the anti-corruption area, you have to yourself be the utmost transparency example. So you have to publish everything you do. You have to publish all your donors. You have to publish all your deliverables, all your projects, or your outputs. So you really have to be transparent about what you believe in engaging with the governments of the day. Now, this might be uncomfortable. You might end up being seen sometimes as too close. You might end up being seen as political, but that's what the internal rules and procedures have to guide you. You have to make sure that you don't overstep a line, but at the same time, you have to make sure that you engage, so that you can be relevant.